Toppat guarding Edna opens door of the brig. I hope you're happy with your decisions.
I am. Thank you.
Gives Edna a cookie. Edna, I now understand your behavior. Have a cookie. Takes the cookie back from Edna. You really thought I would actually give you the cookie? No, what you did shan't be forgiven.
If that is what helps you sleep at night.
Edna, about your sister. God, what do I say? I'm so sorry. Edna, I wanted you to know that I'm not entirely mad at what you've done. I think I understand why you're so angry at them. It's because of your sister, isn't it? I'm so sorry for what happened to her, but I doubt she would have wanted this. Here, I know it's not much, but I hope it will at least make you feel just that bit better. Gives Edna a warm fluffy blanket, along with a few cookies and a glass of milk. Edna, I get things have been hard since your sister's death, and I know that you're angry, but please talk it out with Reginald when he decides to visit you. Edna, I'm so sorry about the other Renons, and I'm sorry for your loss.
You know!
She jumped up, yelling suddenly. You got her off guard with this.
How do you know? Did Reginald tell you? He's such a child talking about it. It's been 9 years. He needs to move on. She's just taken a break. It's rule number 3. She will come back if I'm patient enough.
Her expression changed to one of pure anger, ranting.
Terrence, that fuckhead didn't even bother to give her a burial! And Reinhard fuck didn't care either! I want to rearrange his fucking face! Why did he survive but not her? It's not fair!
Hey, right-hand man. If you haven't already, I think it might be wise to fill Sven in on the situation. Communication is key and all that whatnot.
What do you mean there's an imposter on the ship that copied the boss, and you're gonna be delayed again? I'm gonna have a stroke if you don't arrive here soon, and that is a threat.
It's a work in progress. There's some technical difficulties right now. Sven is just worried. He's usually a lot calmer. I want to throw a bucket of water at right-hand man for not caring about Lilia's death. I don't care if I die.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Seems like you've confused him. To be fair, he probably doesn't know what you're talking about. Don't splash him with water, though. We had way too many incidents with water as of late. Thank you for revealing the truth about Terrence, Reginald. We once first thought he was just an idiot, but who knew he was a heartless murderer? Remember, Reg, you'll always be a better leader than Terrence.
To be honest with you, I don't think Terrence knew what he was doing either.
He was used to talking with hardened criminals that wouldn't care if he yelled at them and more. Her death probably took him by surprise, too. That doesn't make it forgivable, though. Back then, I was just so angry. I thought Terrence needed to be overthrown as quickly as possible before anyone else could have been hurt. Sometimes I feel like a lot of pain could have been prevented if I just acted sooner. I had no idea it was this bad, but I should have done something. Did you forget about Edna's sister? The one that committed suicide? Hey, right-hand man, what do you think of Lilia?
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. I needed a moment. You were not giving me any context. To be honest, I wasn't very close to her. I only hung out with her and her sister cause Reg was with them. I liked her more than her bitchy sister though. She was pretty nice.
He shrugged half-heartedly, explaining,
Her death was surprising, to say the least. But I wasn't really sad. I was more shocked for a bit, then very angry at Terrence. I don't know why, but my anger was stronger than my grief. That made it probably look like I didn't care at all. But I just wanted to see Terrence go down. I think she considered me a friend though. She liked gardening, but it was difficult to do on the airship. She still did her best though. Just a few weeks before she died, she gave me, Edna, and Reg some forget-me-nots, or whatever they're called. She said they stood for memories. Back then, I didn't know why she would give us all of these flowers. But I guess we all know better now. I probably should have paid more attention. Maybe I could have prevented a lot of pain.
And that was a long time ago. I'm sure they didn't have the resources they do now to heal her, very broken neck.
I know. I had no idea what to do. All I could think about was finding out why. I wrote her note and just wanted justice for Lilia, so she wouldn't have died for nothing. She didn't deserve any of this, but all I did was hurt people even more. And now it's too late. When can I finally sleep peacefully again? When will I not be under someone's thumb? When can I finally move on?
For real though, now we know what happened to Lilia. Actually, give Edna a cookie, please. It's the least we could do. Actually gives Edna a cookie unlike the other guy. Gives Edna a cupcake on a tray. Here, you can have mine if you want. As supportive as you guys are, and that is very sweet of you. But your love is also very diabetes-inducing. In panic, oh god, Edna, your hand! I'll call for a medic to help you. Starts to call a Toppat medic.
Don't bother. I can't feel the pain anyway. And I don't want to see sweets in the next 20 years either. I should have done this before I imitated him. Then you wouldn't have figured me out. That's just cruel irony at this point.
She stared at all the sweets on the ground, picking up one of the cupcakes before setting it down again.
This isn't fair. I couldn't even... Forget it.
Edna?
Huh? Who's there?
She didn't get up from her position. She did crane her neck though, curious who her visitor might be. But she already knew. She could recognize his voice anywhere.
Reginald? What are you doing here? I thought you needed to rest after everything. Right and Toppat would kill you if he saw you here.
That's why I'm here without him knowing, so nobody tell him.
I couldn't sleep. I probably would have started sleepwalking anyways if I tried. I had some time to think about what happened, and I think we should talk. All this time, all these years, I tried to tell myself that you deserved to be thrown off, because you sympathized with Terrence. I think I was just trying to not feel guilty anymore.
Reginald. Why now?
Because I think it's not too late. A lot of bad things happened, but I believe we can turn back around. The truth is, I did miss you. I see these guys have plenty of love spare for you, huh? Would you mind sharing with me? I need something for my blood sugar.
No. Go ahead. I don't mind.
You look relieved. Are you happy to see me?
I'm just happy you didn't bring right-hand Git.
Understandable. He can be difficult to talk to about emotional topics. An uncomfortable silence loomed over them for a moment, but they smiled at each other, clearly nostalgic over past times. Look, sometimes when you build up a relationship with someone, you don't realize that they're toxic, like for example, Terrence. You're right, Edna. Sometimes you just associate with bad people. Sometimes you don't even realize how bad they really are. And sometimes you just want to believe that they aren't as bad as they seem. We all knew Terrence and what he'd done. But that doesn't mean you have to keep going like this. When you have the power to do so, you need to cut people that are bad for you out of your life.
You make it sound so easy.
It can be easy. I can help you, Edna.
You have no idea what you're saying. What you're messing with.
I don't care, Edna. Toppats stick together. Hey, Edna. If you could say one thing to your sister, what would you say? If you don't want to answer, then you don't have to. But no, it's not your fault, right? She couldn't take the abuse anymore. It's not yours or Reggie's fault. There was no way of knowing she would have done something like that. Don't blame yourselves, okay? If you people start blaming yourselves, I'm gonna throw you across the room, okay? Okay. Oh, and Reggie, don't forget to do a blood sugar test if you're worried about it.
What I would tell her?
She had thought about this for years and years, and she still didn't have the perfect answer. She still didn't know what she would say after all these years.
I'd probably tell her that I love her. No matter what. No matter what happened, I'll always love her. And I hope she's a bit better now, wherever she is.
I wish Lilia had talked to us, but that bloody git Terrence probably would have told her to keep quiet or else. I can't believe I didn't notice what was going on for so long. It was so obvious. Maybe I could have prevented it if I had just acted a bit earlier, but I was too late.
Reggie,
Maybe she would still be alive if I wouldn't have been so slow. Or would have checked on her instead of listening to write. I'm such a...
Reginald.
He looked up in surprise when he heard his own voice coming from the cell.
Do you blame yourself for what happened?
Reginald quickly looked away, eyes screwed shut, shaking his head softly, at which Edna closed her mouth, observing him for a moment.
Do you have trouble looking yourself in the eye? Do you feel regret? Guilt?
Please, stop it, Edna. I'm sorry for...
This isn't about what happened.
It's about you.
I never meant any harm with impersonating you. But you thought I did, right? You thought I'd take revenge and throw you off the ship. Take over as a new leader, right?
And
my attempts to buy more time turned into a hateful act of revenge in your eyes. And it brought back a lot of memories, didn't it?
Edna took off the mask, and Reginald looked at her again, slowly nodding.
I was so angry when I figured out you were still alive. I was trying to tell myself that I was in the right back then, that you supported Terrence and needed to be thrown over. But I was wrong. I realized when you were taken away to the cells. I was so afraid I'd turn out the same as him. I'd become an awful leader and would run the Toppat clan into ruin. I tried to tell myself that I did the right thing, but I did something horrible. And I thought I could never take it back. I could never apologize. Just the thought of everything I did being for nothing. It gave me nightmares. It scared me. And I'm sorry, I did something horrible and
Reggie. It's true. You did some horrible things, but I did too. And what we both did doesn't even touch what Terrence had done. I think we're even.
Really?
Yes. You forgive me, and I forgive you. Toppat stick together.
Of course.
And the past is in the past. And we can never change that, as much as we want to.
Reginald nodded, agreeing with her. There were so many things he regretted and wished to change.
But we can still change the future.
You're right. We can.
Yo, Dave, you're down there too, aren't you? What are your thoughts on what's happening next door? He's a bit emotional about it. Do Reggie and Edna need a hug? I can give them one. Also, how's Righty doing? Does this mean Edna is redeemed now? Edna, if you need to talk, I'm here too. We always get to know each other and maybe be friends someday. Sorry for not trusting you at first.
You see, Edna?
You're not alone. You don't have to be alone anymore. We can help you. I would like to help you.
Why am I doing this?
He slowly stretched his hand out, offering it to Edna.
I'd like to have you back with us, Edna. Will you rejoin the Toppat clan?
I...
The loud bang from the explosion was almost deafening. Everyone covered their ears out of instinct. Before Edna got up, she looked at the massive hole on the wall. It was so big, it even blew off the wall to the other cell.
Foxtrot, get over here. We have work to do.
That's my Uber. I have to go.
Gives Edna a cookie. Edna, I know it's fuck. Give it. Edna, I wanted to know.
Fucking...
I know it's not much, but I hope it will at least make you feel that bit. Community.
To be honest with you, I don't think Terrence knew what he was doing either.
He was used to talking with hundreds. Blech.
I see these guys have plenty.
Blech.
I see these guys had plenty enough. I can't speak this single line. I see these guys had already plenty of love to spare to you. I see. Understandable. He can be difficult to talk to about emotional topics. I don't like how I did that.
An uncomfortable silence.
Fucking what?
Look, sometimes when you build up a relationship with...